What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, my girl told me to make a second part. So, this gonna be part two to getting to know me a little. Um, you know, give me one second. Alright, that's my bad. My bad, y'all. So, on this one, I guess I'll tell a little bit about. Once again, you might see beings walking around there. One is our baby. The second one is my girlfriend, Michaela. And yes, she is my girlfriend. So, a little bit about my work and what I do as far as, for work and stuff. As far as work, I'm an IT specialist. So, I do all things to do with computers and, technology, but mainly computers. I do telephone work, like repair screens and hardware repair. Like I can fix your camera and all of that type of shit. No, I can't. But as far as like my work, IT work, I do help desk and I do remote connect. So help desk is basically the same as remote connect. But I will, depending on your problem with your computer, yeah, baby. It's just my baby touching me, saying what I'm saying. Depending on your issue with your computer, I will troubleshoot it every way possible. It's to be troubleshooted to get to the root of the problem and fix what's going on with it. That's usually what help desk is. So help desk is you contact me and I remotely connect to your computer and run through diagnostics. Uh, you know, run through diagnostic exams in which uh, you know uh, give me the information I need about what's going on with your system. You would call that troubleshooting. So I troubleshoot and fix computers. I troubleshoot computers to get to a resolution, to resolve the problem of it. I also do software installs and program installs. So I'll whatever software or program you need installed on your computer. I can I will. That's like an on-site thing. So help desk is I can be in my space and setting and troubleshoot your computer. Now, once we get to software and program installs, I can do program installs remotely, but I cannot do software installs remotely. Now, if you need a certain type of software, well, baby, I got this shit here. Go back to your temple to New York. Now, software installs, that's an on-site thing, so you'd have to pay me like a little on-site fee to come in to your home and install whatever software you need installed upon your computer. So that would be like Windows 11, things of that nature. If you're not familiar with, installing software, you can pay me a light fee, like $50, and I'll come out on site install the software upon your computer. This is very true. Y'all are that I do have a WhatsApp, a business WhatsApp account. So you can go to my Instagram. You can go to my Instagram as far as getting that information and connecting with me through WhatsApp business. I do have IT help desks WhatsApp business account set up for all of the things I am telling you all about. And you can contact me and pay the little fee to have me come on site and install your software and your programs and things of that nature. I also will on site troubleshoot your computer and resolve whatever issues you are having. You know, but I do have a WhatsApp account connected to my IT Instagram account, which is a business account. The Instagram it is connected to is called I Think Works. So ITHInkWorks. I Think Works. You can contact me for any. I do Linux and Ubuntu installs also. So uh, you're able to contact me about any Linux or Ubuntu help you need, and I will help you run through whether you need just help with what's going on with your Linux or Ubuntu server and your install. I will run through all of the troubleshooting things that need to be ran through to come to the fix, come to get to the root of the problem and fix it. I've been doing this since I was about 12 years old. My grandmother got me into it. Bless my grandmother, Christy. Lots of people know my grandmother also for the same thing. But you can contact me through WhatsApp and set up an appointment a day and a time where I come out and I troubleshoot your computer and get it fixed and back to a state of working properly. That's and like I said, that's Linux and Ubuntu too. Whatever problem you're having with your Linux or Ubuntu install, I'll troubleshoot it and get to the root of the problem and come to fixing whatever the problem is. But like I said, I've been doing this. I've been doing this since like 12. Now, depending on like hacking and rooting phones, I also do that. I do know how to root Android phones. So Android phones currently are the only phones that have a system where it allows for you to, touch the back door to it. So using the back door, I'll root and hack your phone for you. So hacking means a terminal emulator. You would have to use a terminal basically to use developer hacks and things of that nature. My current telephone I am using is hacked open. So the regular type of things that I would be able to do with my telephone they're still there, but I'm able to do a lot more like hacking tools. I'm able to install hacking tools onto my device now, and I actually rooted it myself. So the not program, software rooted my phone, and I'm able to use the back door to it, and I could bootloader root it also. But a bootloader root allows for you to do lots to the basically the software. It allows for you to do lots to the what you would call this the system to your phone. So it allows for you to unlocking your bootloader really just allows for you to install ROMs. Now a true hacker or developer knows that that's the bootloader, and it really doesn't change anything when it comes to being able to use a terminal. Now a terminal is what a true hacker or a true person, like I said, hacker uses to pop open their phone. So your phone, an Android phone, comes with so many things that you know nothing about, that if you got into a terminal and started working the terminal, it would begin to show you that it has a hidden root package to the systems. So Android telephones come with a natural set of commands to a chain in which pop open the device and allow for you to use a terminal uh, to its highest, what would you call it? Its highest type of uh, form of working. So that's hacks. Connecting your phone to different devices and things of that nature. Now, I've hacked my phone to the point I've hacked and rooted the what do you call that, software to my phone. I think the software, the build. I've hacked and rooted my Android build basically. So if I want to, at this point, once you get to the back door of your telephone, you can either pop it open using hacks, or you can unlock the bootloader. I've chose to pop my back door open using hacks. The bootloader, unlocking the bootloader and things of that nature, and the little tools that it comes with is cool. But a true hacker wants to be able to hack software and hardware and things of that nature. Not so much hardware, but software. I'm currently at the back door to my phone, and it's not open yet, but soon I'll be able to pull little things from the dark web to my phone without an issue. I'll be able to also open different doors to the dark web without an issue. So I'm still thinking, but I don't think I'm gonna unlock. I don't think I'm gonna pop the bootloader to my phone. I think I'm gonna leave the bootloader alone, because I've my terminal has allowed for me, after rooting the software, to install hacks that should not work upon my telephone, but they do. It also comes with like once you hack open the terminal, once you use the terminal to hack open a door, you'll be able to install toolkits and toolboxes of that nature, in which come with tools that your normal system wouldn't be able to. Your normal system does not run, and your normal system does not come with them. But that's some of the things that I do, as far as um, like being an IT specialist. You could say hacker too, but that's not, lots of that is not to talk about. It's stuff that it's uh, in this community, they're called hushes, so you really don't speak about them. But I've shown on my Instagram page a little bit, of what a hacker sees. So you can go to my Instagram page to see, my terminal up and working. And people that do what I do get paid really good money. We get paid really, really good money, actually, because in this day and age, technology is all that really is running the world. You know, it's not the only thing that's running the world. But as far as systems, technology is the main thing that's running systems in this day and age. So you really need to. You gotta have some knowledge up here about. Hey, baby. You gotta have some knowledge up here about. The internet, telephones and computers and things of that nature. And I've always, like I told you, bless you, Nona, I love you. I've always been very, very big on compute. Like, I've always had a passion, burning passion for gaming, computers, and telephones. I've always had a real thick nick of Nardia uh, on my heart and my soul for those things in which I just spoke. And they've always got me the things that I need. My telephone has always gotten me money, friends, cool apps and stuff. It's always gotten me jewelry, cool jewels and shit like that. Because lots of people don't understand that when you become a being to the internet, depending on your work within the matrix, it blesses you. If you do really good work, it blesses you those royal blessings that you may miss not doing computer technology work or IT work. That's another thing, computer technology, that I'm big on, and I'm looking to learn and grow in, because computer technology is one of those things that doesn't stop growing. It grows as humanity grows. So us as people, we have to have a certain know of computers and the technology to them. You have to have a certain mindset to you know deal in things of that nature. When you begin using technology, you begin to see how to the little smallest point they go. If you look at that iPhone in your hand right now, and you go and look at the internal being to it, that iPhone has real little pieces, that are processors though. Like that little camera has to have a processor to it. So it's like once you get to that, you realize the type of demand for those things, and the demand for iPhones and Android phones, it's really high. And that's when you, as a person like me, you begin to think, man, right, this is the door I crack open. Even if I don't go all the way in right now, I better pop this door so that when I come back, depending on what's going on, I'm able to jump into it, because I've chosen to be a part of that community. And I've always chosen to be a part of the gaming, computer, and technology community. Uh, because it's just what I'm into. It's just what I like to do. It's just what uplifts me. Hey, mama, I love you. Mama, I love you. Hey, Kara, I love you. My B. You're always gonna see me do that, fool. Always. I'm always gonna kiss my family in spirit. But yeah, the computer technology community is large. So is the technology and the telephone community. It's a large community. And if you're a hacker, you're in. If you know how to hack some shit, you're in. All you gotta do is meet that one right person that does the same thing that you do. Like me and my girlfriend, me and Michaela, though we've always been big on fucking with the computer. Always. We've always been big on, like being. I guess I just taught her some stuff that I know, and I assume that she does it because she did it very fluent. She did it very well. And as far as us as you know two beings, we always have been on the same path as each other. So when I'm walking a certain way to like to go to something that I do and that I'm into, she's always been walking away from it, coming from it. So usually, majority of the time, as I'm going to it, she's coming from it, and so on and so forth. As I'm coming from it, she's going to it. So I've always had uh, this big passion, and a void that fills with things that are you know that have to do with technology. I've always PlayStation and all of that. I physically watched PlayStation go and grow to the largest thing. Even till today, I physically watched it. There was a time where I got into the terminal, and this was before this was before I was big on computers. I started to awake. So at like I'd say 6 or 7, like maybe 7 years old, I started to wake up out of my sleep. So one day, I was in my city and I was playing, and you know, the the universe guided me to a tunnel. And this in this tunnel held a green light. Now, it held a green light and doors. Now, I knocked on one of the doors, and a man and his girlfriend, with no top on, opened the door. After that day, the lady would call me. She would call upon me. She, yes, like that. After after that day, I started to awake out of my sleep and go see her. Now, there was a night where I touched a laptop and came up with, it was a computer or something. I come up with PlayStation. Now, when I did the terminal work, all the work, and then it went up. There was like I was looking up at it. I could see it, and it was just sitting there on the matrix. Now I anchored libclev or something, libclv to it or something like that. That's before I knew anything about lib being protection. You see what I'm saying? Now I anchored this form of protection to something so sweet, so large, and so in depth that it secured it. I anchored libclv to it, and it secured everything. It's like I could physically see it get its chain. Now, after I anchored lib to it, I just would watch it. So watching it, it never moved. Nothing changed. I would watch it, and there would be no changes at all to it. So I continued to watch it, and then there was of a time where I got really what do you call this word? I got really I had started to feel a certain way. I had gotten like what do you call this? Not distraught. I got discouraged. So there was a time where I got really discouraged about it because I was like, damn, nobody has taken to it still. Nothing has taken to it, nothing has changed. And it was like right after that I got discouraged about PlayStation. I watched it pop and grow into that one system that y'all see still till today. That little rectangular device that ran CDs, that ran disc and ran games, and man, when I tell you that it still makes me PlayStation still look at it. I mean, that's mine. PlayStation is mine. It's not anybody else's. PlayStation, the rights to PlayStation belong to me. It does not matter if they sit in a room all day and night and fight about the money to it. Every dime that I'm supposed to receive from PlayStation, every dime that I am supposed to receive from PlayStation, I will receive. Now there is just like something else that I'm working on that has that same. Listen to me, y'all are gonna see something else that is so crazy, that comes to life. It's gonna make you want to be a part of the community that has to do with computers and telephones and gaming systems. Because I physically watched it as a young boy. I watched it grow, and I had the first PlayStation. When PlayStation came out, it just showed up at my house. Listen to me, it just showed up at my apartment. I rose one day out of my sleep, and there was this white system. I did not get the box or any of that. There was this white system with a controller and a game. The game was Spyro or something. It was Spyro or NBA Live. I can't remember. But I physically watched that as my man after being discouraged about it. I watched it grow to what it is today, and nobody can tell me about my shit. My shit, PlayStation, Sony, all of that. Sony came from PlayStation. Sony came after PlayStation. So, it was like, Sony was a thing. That's what it is. Sony was a thing first, and then PlayStation came right after. And I had tried to connect Sony and PlayStation. I still do till today. I tried to get PlayStation and Sony to be one thing. Maybe within the future it happens, because I wanted the speaker systems and shit to it. I wanted the surround sound systems to it. That's where it's not one, but Sony does some work, like when it comes to the headphones and stuff. It's only the headphones they do work with, though. They won't work with anything else, like VR and all of that. They just, I don't know. But, Sony was the one thing that I wanted with it. I wanted it to be one thing. So there's Sony Entertainment or something like that. And then there's PlayStation. Entertainment or something like this. But you'll hear that guy say some stupid shit because it has to do with Ken. It has to do with Ken, the shit he was just talking about. The guy that they say holds the rights to PlayStation and stuff, which he is really cool. I don't know what the fuck that guy was talking about, but I don't pay it any attention. So, that was my one thing that I brought to life. After that, I was about to be a millionaire. So, lots of stuff happened. So, just before I was about to be taken to this really big mansion house to me, some stuff went on, and my mom yanked me away from Kansas City, in which PlayStation was brought to life. And that's where PlayStation was brought to life, in Kansas City, Kansas. But, that's where all of those people came from. All of those people the white people that, not to be racist or anything, but that's what all of the Caucasian people know. They know me to be the person that brought PlayStation to life, and many other things I recently have brought to life, like lots of the puff bars and stuff y'all hit come from me, like come from just a think tank to me, not like, oh, I physically, but they come from a think. It's called a think tank. So when you're when you're of a higher power, you receive one, and it's for all of the. It's for your creator being. Your creator being brings things to life, or that's where they go for your creator being to bring them to life, But what was that? What recently could I say just came out? So I got weed pens, I got puff bars, I got games. Um, right? You see what she like me? Motorola I recently received also. Motorola and Nokia. Uh, I'm trying to think. Samsung. I just got Samsung too. But those are the things that I have right now, and the stuff I was saying that's gonna come to life. You'll see. You'll see. It's cool as fuck too. But yeah, just just as a person, those are the things that I've always been into. I've always been into PlayStation. I've always been into gaming and games, telephones and computers. Those are the three things that, when something new comes out that resonates with my spirit and my soul, I do not hesitate to, get on it or get it. And just me as a person, I've always had, I've always had ambition, you know. I've always had ambition and, you know, the necessary drive to see a nigga get punched in the shit. uh, Also, listen to me. Michael's son don't run shit over here. He's gonna get his ass whooped. Hey, and do me a favor, ladies. Cut the guy off. Cut both guys off. I'm serious. Them two motherfuckers dumb. His son, Michael's son, thinks he's supposed to eat off of me. But he doesn't realize I'll take his life from him. And that's why I just stay out of the way of shit. Because there's two faggots that touched my money and shit, and they ain't did shit with it. Okay, listen to me. If Michael Anthony Newcomb Sr. and Michael Anthony Newcomb Jr. Handle their business, keep talking to them. If they don't, delete their numbers today. Delete and block their numbers today. I mean it. Don't keep talking to them guys. Don't keep thinking them guys run anything either. You know. Because that's the one thing you can probably in spirit see the guy being a faggot around me, and I keep telling him to get lost, but it's like up here in his head he thinks he's supposed to eat with me and eat off of me, and that ain't happening. Another one's Mia Khalifa. Sarah Joe is a no. They are lazy beings, right? We're very close to harming those folks. We're very close. I do mean it. And the beings that you see me kiss at are the only beings I need. No. I love you too. B. Okay. Also, I owe him something because he touched at my princess. So, y'all all should know that if Mikhail could shoot a gun and kill a man, he would take their lives, both of them. So for me, do this one thing. If you ever see them, slap the shit out of them, because they play with all of our money. You ever see Michael Anthony Newcomb Sr. and Michael Anthony Newcomb Jr., slap the shit out of them. Listen to me, they're owned. I own them. Y'all are able to slap the shit out of them. I'm not joking. Slap the dog shit out of them for the money they spent. And for all of the stuff that they got done to y'all. Those two motherfuckers got a lot of women run over. You know the word I was going to say. There's a lot of women missing because of those two idiots. And he just thinks I'm playing with him, and I'm not. He thinks I don't know, he won't squabble, I'm not scared of him whooping my ass. I just need him to fight me, though, for the money he spent, and for him constantly thinking, you better be lucky, motherfucker. Right? You hear my B? I can't even touch the pussy. But that's a guy I'll shoot. Them two guys, listen to me, I would shoot those two guys. He better settle his black ass down. I'm tired of dealing with him he acts like he's retarded in his brain. He acts very retarded in his fucking brain, like he doesn't fucking get what I be telling him. I be telling him, stop touching at me. Going on in spirit and energetically, he keeps touching at me. And I keep, I just keep thinking of when your daddy go. That's all I keep thinking, because I can't kill Michael Newcomb for spending my shit. The universe told me this. But who am I? Come on, man. And I'm telling you, I came up with PlayStation. I can't harm that guy because, it'll ruin my reputation and the shit I got going on. And I'm not going to no prison because of no punks. So it's just like, watch those two guys, Those two guys are peons, They act like they run something and they don't. So, no, those two, Michael Anthony Newcomb Jr. and Michael Anthony Newcomb Sr. are a no to me. Know that. He's not my dad. He ain't my dad. Okay? And Sarah Joe, no. Their group, that little group is of dummies, man. I'm telling you, they just don't get it, It's like the guy just don't get it. I keep telling him to fuck off. He keeps talking about what my money do and what my money and what my money. And I don't think he gets that means I own you, you fucking bozo. He keep talking about why he run off, he gonna leave, he can't leave us. Now understanding that means I own you, you fucking goofy. Every time you let people hear you say that you basically following me and watching me because of the stuff that I do, it then makes them think, why not off you? Because you supposed to be an engineer. Why your ass watching Mikhail? Who y'all swore don't do anything. You swore Mikhail did nothing. Now Mikhail does everything and he can't leave y'all and y'all's family. He's like, man, keep them fucking guys out of y'all's mix. I do mean it. Those guys are fucking kids, He thinks he's something. That man does think he's a gangster, man. And he did not bring shit to life with my money. He just spent it. The gangster's right here. Straight up, shake my hand and become something. You hear me? And my wifey. A wifey to me, too. That's crazy. Yanaris. That was Yanaris. But it's like, I'm working, They tried to pull me out of my shit with that sex shit. They tried to pull me out of my shit with that sex shit. And I skipped on with it. I skipped on with, the whole works of life to me. And I become something. You know, so within that, you know, within becoming of something, you know, I show it. You understand? So lots of men that got my money that didn't do what they were supposed to do with it, you know, they look stupid right now, you know, and they keep up this thing like I'm supposed to be touched in my ass by some Masons because they got touched in their ass for my shit. And right now till today they can't do anything with it. You know, so just me as a man, I'd laugh at them if I were y'all, I'd laugh. You know, because y'all didn't fuck McDonald. McDonald won. Y'all did not fuck over Mr. White. Mr. White is still the richest. You know, Cartier is still running this shit. You know, he been running it since a kid. He's still running it right now till today. You know, and Cartier can tell you what he do. Cartier can show you more. You know, Messiah is that guy. I don't care what anybody says, you know. Saint is that one dude, you know. It ain't shit that a motherfucker can say to me about Sanity Saint. You know why? Because Sanity Saint is all of that Egyptian Tutankhamun. All of it, you know. So, you know, when it comes to his royal blessings and what he does, you know, we see him. We know what he does. He shows us, you know. He gives it to us. Very thick, he gives it to us too, you know. And that's what my issue is. The only issue I have right now is sex and women. My issue right now is sex and women. That's it. And a baby. You know, all of my jewelry real, you know, all of my jewelry real. You're not gonna see one fake jewel on me unless it's cubic zirconia. You know, these some real cheap earrings, but they are real. You know, I don't wear jewelry like that though. You know, y'all have seen my piece, my little the piece to my rising. That's the only thing that I've wore that's of my jewelry other than my bracelet. You know, but my jewelry, all of the jewelry that I have is real jewelry. You know, I don't wear it, you know, because it's to be put up. It's to be put up safely and in a safe place, you know, and it holds sentimental value. Lots of my jewelry holds sentimental value, you know. So you know, I don't too much wear it. But yeah, you know, those two guys that fucked us out of a lot of money, slap the shit out of them. I'm not playing. Slap those two fucking idiots for blowing our money like that. And Mikhail having to catch the get back. Straight up, I cannot even believe that shit. You know, they blew money to PlayStation, Nintendo, all of that shit. Nintendo's the only thing I don't have. I don't think they're going to sell it because of the exact shit I just said. PlayStation, you know, they feel a certain way about me owning the rights to PlayStation and shit like this. So, you know, it's like, it doesn't matter who they say own the rights to PlayStation. I knew. Thank you, Ken. Bless you, Ken. Bless you. Curse all of the curses and withhold my information away from every being they may be lingering around, as well as any curses lingering around. Die from them. I curse both sets and the information to lie dead and dormant into the fires of hell for eternity. Sinners. Yes, book. But yeah, you know, I also hold many manners. So this hospital I'm in is my hospital. my girls like to come up here and sleep. Any hospital that I own, they sleep with me here. They sleep with me there. So, the girls will just give them rooms and shit. Like it's a hotel. My princess comes sometimes. Like, she says, oh no, she says she doesn't. My princess doesn't, but she says she wish she could. Shasha. Her name's Ashe. But you see, I love you. But yeah, manners. I hold many manners, so there are many of them here. I hold one in Los Angeles, and in I think Puerto Rico. But every single one of them comes with a hospital. So I hold hospitals, and every manor to me holds a mansion. So I like 6 mansions. Okay. Uh, you know, I I work very hard for my stuff, you guys. So I said, smack them two fuckers. I work really hard for my stuff. There have been many sleepless nights. It's like I got a lot I want in life. Yeah, I got a lot that I'm working on, but I got a lot that I want in life. What else could I tell y'all? Right hand raises. Pause. Let one frog land on that hand. Fun, right? Now breathe out and lower your right hand as your left hand lifts. Pause together. One more frog. My favorite color is teal or aqua. It's really black though. Teal and aqua and black. One of my favorite movies are Halloween. One of my favorite movies though is Austin Powers. Because he's me. Yeah, baby. My favorite game. Not Watch Dogs. Life. What you call that? This the game called up. The Last of Us 2. That's my favorite game. My favorite game is The Last of Us 2. Yeah. It's my favorite game. I love it. It's one of the best games ever made. And my favorite website. It is. Currently, it is. Right now, it's in GitHub. GitHub's my favorite website. I use GitHub a lot. For real. I'm looking to learn the code and stuff. I do like coding. When I go to sleep, I just know. It just works. The astral plane. I'll be going to work. What else? Yeah, my favorite So my favorite not TV series, I guess you would say TV series is Trailer Park Boys. It's my favorite TV series. The shit is funny. You gotta watch it. And then my favorite movie series is actually Scary Movie. Bless you, I love you. I feel But I mean, if Michaela hollers at y'all about something and it's right, she can do whatever her woman wants to do. Heck yeah, if Michaela wants to help y'all, she can help y'all. Um, Trying to think. My favorite food. My favorite food is pasta. It's my favorite food. I love some pasta, bro. Pasta and pizza. Um, mm-hmm. Boy, I tell you. Okay, man. Mm, mm-hmm. Uh, Trying to think of anything else. My birthday is May 11th. I was born in 93. Hey, listen. To that community that keeps ushering out of their mouths, they'll stop after I start helping them. It ain't happening. I'm not joking. Y'all aren't getting any help. Y'all stole stuff that you don't steal. Okay? Don't keep asking for it. So you rob a man and you get away with this shit. Okay? Now, you don't go back to the man that you robbed and say, "Oh, you have to help us because hey, the girl that I was dating kicked me out because I took your shit, and the job that I had fired me." Why on planet Earth would you think that that man that you robbed is supposed to say, let me get my coat? Yeah. No. You don't get held. Those are your consequences. That is the issue me and my people are having right now. Men and women don't get consequences. Okay? They robbed me and Michaela of shit, and now they think me and Michaela are to be their help, and we are not. Y'all are to fuck off now, you know? That's the only option you got. You don't got an option of he's supposed to help us. And then this whole I'm supposed to take it in my hind end shit to help them. They out their rabbit ass mind. I do mean it. No, everything y'all think I don't know, I know. I just mind my business, you know? And it's funny. It's like, ain't no fucking way. You know, now I keep showing them that I'm not going to fail, you know. They keep seeing I'm not a failure and I'm not going to fail. And the shit that they stole, that I actually worked for. And that my works got me it. So now they look very stupid. And, you know, they think because they look stupid, they're going to run over my princess and they're going to run over my kingdom and shit. And that ain't happening. I'm very serious. It's not. You know. So, y'all that are with me, fuck no. Tell they ass straight like that. Let y'all that are with me begin releasing from y'all's mouths. Fuck no. I do mean it. And start slapping some of these motherfuckers, man. For King that can't. Because you know I can't get no assault charges. So for the King to y'all that cannot, slap the shit out these motherfuckers. I mean it. And take their shit too. No, for real. Not trying to be like that, but begin to the people with me. Let's get to work. Straight up. If you a hacker, let's get this shit going. I mean it. Let's get to work immediately. Let's begin to set our systems up in our banking systems in which these fuckers cannot get into and use. You know, they had a bunch of little motherfuckers who are hackers and shit pop open doors to shit they had no business touching. Now the shit has been touched and they gotta pay the consequences for it. And they think instead of paying the consequences, they gonna pay me the right price and I'm gonna help them. And that ain't helping it. That ain't happening. You know, so it's like, let's get to work, you all. Straight up, let's get to work. You know, that's why I'm just on here telling y'all about myself, you know. I am fluent in computer work. Believe that. I can set servers up, a mainframe. I can set up websites with protection and all of that. So much so I can search the deep from the terminal on my phone. You know, I can touch the darks with the terminal to my phone and set a website up and pull it up. You know, but Android phone. If you with me and you got money, I need you on today to go get an Android phone so that we can get to work. Android phones are going to be the only phones I'm able to work with y'all with, because those are the phones I'm going to be able to root, restore, install firmwares on, and send you the back doors that you need so that we can get to work. I cannot do anything with an iPhone, man. Do not bring me no iPhone talking about some, hey, Mikael, install this and install that on it. You know, Cydia ain't been running since, you know. Cydia just don't work no more. You know, I don't know what the fuck they installed on it. Some shit, some crevice or some shit they installed. I can't remember. I believe that's the back the pop-up. I get crevice installed. Something that stops exploits and shit like that. You can't even you can't even inject the HTML anymore to pop it up. They got some shit called a crevice or something like this installed on it, so I can't do nothing with it. But Red Snow is still running on Android phones. Y'all can still go get a Red Snow hack. I mean, you still can pull up a Red Snow hack and all of that. Red Snow hack. A Red Snow exploit. It's called Xorg. So if you are fluent in terminal work, you can find the root package that's hidden in your firmware and install it and get to working with a root on an Android phone. So far, my Motorola one has one. I work with Motorola. I don't Motorola and Samsung are the two ones I work with. Nokia too. Nokia probably be a lot easier because it got lots of firmwares come from China and stuff like that. Taiwan. Thank you. No problem. Cast the curses from him away from my hand, cast them to the fires of hell for eternity. Sinners. Remove the curses from my household, from others, and cast them into the fires of hell for eternity. Sinners. Yeah, so right now a Red Snow exploit is going around Xorg Luit. You gotta install Xorg Luit. Like LUIT, something like that. But yeah, that's the exploit. Don't if you are on this end of if you're on this end of the universal governing of things, then you want an Android phone. Android phone gonna get you that money, trust me. It gets Michaela a lot, she said. But yeah, you definitely want an Android phone in this day and age. You can hack and all that shit. Use hacking tools and everything on an Android phone. But I'm about to get up out of here, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to send my BB this information about hacking her Android phone because that's what she asked me for. But it's just the type of shit that you able to do with my phone, do with these phones. I don't know if she needs that kind of power. But yeah, that's so what's going on now. I'm chilling. I'm working, man. I'm working. You gotta want something in life, man. You gotta want more, That's it. You just gotta want more, But God bless y'all. Y'all all have a blessed rest of y'all's night. If it's the daylight where you watching this, have a blessed rest of your day. God bless you all.